I'm doing this for when you're feeling like you're too old, like when you're 21 and they're telling you you're too old, or 24 or 25 or 29 or 35, 45, when they tell you that you're too old. Let's do it. What up? I'm independent artist Universal. Or some people know me as Uni V, or some people just call me Uni. Or you and I. You could call me whatever you want, just don't call me lazy. I've been an independent artist since 1999. That's 25 years, and I'm anything but lazy. I done wore mad different hats. The first 16 years of my career, I had an IT job. I married my best friend. I had kids. I bought a house. I lost a house. Last 8 years, I had to moonlight as a voice actor, but it allowed me to not have a job. In that time, I made over 4,000 recordings. I got really sharp in recording for other people and writing for other people and producing for other people. I've done jingles, I've done commercials, voiceovers for commercials for the NFL, for the NBA, AT&T, Nike, Pepsi, Pioneer. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Yeah, and I've always funded my own projects. From 1999 all the way up till now, I funded my own projects. Everything that I've done up to this point, whether it was working in IT, working at a restaurant, working as a kickboxing instructor, would you believe it? Recording engineer. Everything was to move my independent artist career forward, right? Everything that I've had to learn, being my own manager at times, my own cheerleader, because I had an unshakable faith in my own skills and talents. That even when nobody wanted to deal with me, I knew what I wanted to do. So the reason why I'm making this video is I had to figure out a way to continue to move my career forward. And I got a tip from a mentor this time, and he said, Uni, you could be successful in the job that you're doing, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be successful in music. And he was right. And he's like, you got to figure out what you want to do. Do you want to manage? Do you want to promote? What do you want to do? And I said, nah, I've always wanted to do one thing, and that was just be an artist, an independent artist. I wanted to put works out, and hopefully it would connect with people so that I could make a living on the highest level, and it would feed itself so I could make music at the highest level, get these ideas out at the highest level. So he said, you're gonna have to make the music undeniable. Now what was crazy is that when I made the music undeniable at that time, it kind of led me into recording for other people. I started out as a hip hop artist, and then I got to write and record for EDM, for dance music producers, which was great. It taught me a lot of things. And like I said, I got to do a lot of voiceovers for so many different brands. The issue is that I gotten away from making songs for myself and putting those songs out and performing. I love recording for other folks, but there's something missing. There's something missing when you're writing and recording songs, or your materials being out there, but it's under another name. And so, even though I'm thankful, it's not enough. You want to put songs out on a high level. You want to perform at a high level. You want to make the best music and play the best shows. And I'm getting an opportunity now, right? So when I became full time, being able to leave my job and do this full time, I was 39 years old, and that was 8 years ago. I'm about to be 47 years old. And this thing scares me, that I still have this thing in me 25 years later, that I just need to crack it, you know what I'm saying, as an independent artist. And it's like every time that I say I'm gonna stop, I keep pushing forward and another door opens. And so then when that door opens, I guess I gotta step through it. So it's like, how do I continue to put stuff out for myself and market the records? And now being older, I think it's a little bit more scary. My kids are older, they're going off to college and stuff like that. And it feels like you got more to lose, but I really don't have nothing to lose, right? This has been a slow process. I always did it for the love of the music. But the bottom line is that you have to get that money. You have to. There's no way around it. You have to get that money, because how else do you finance your next record and your next record? You know what I'm saying? Whether you're paying producers, recording, mixing, mastering, graphic design, marketing, promoting, advertising, going to travel to do shows, your gear, your photo shoot, your videos. Like, how else are you where's that money coming from? You have to get money. So it always bothers me when people try to say, oh, I'm not about the money. Like, the music, it's just required, dude. It's just required. So I've always been I've been music, but I've always been kept my eye on the business and learning the business. And that has led me up to now. I got the independent distribution that I always tried to get. So it's wild, you know, and I got it through AWOL, which is a company through Sony now, right? And then through BeatStars, I was able to get a publishing admin situation with Sony ATV. It's crazy now that 24 years later that I'm picking up the right team, you know, and the right team for me is AWOL as distributor and BeatStars and Sony ATV as publishing admins, right? So then it allows me as an artist to know that, you know, make music at a high level and you have your means to put it out. But now you still got to market it, right? And so, you know, we're told as artists to keep pushing social media and stuff like that. And that's cool. It's an easy and it's a low bar to access. Before I always had issues with it. But I think that we rely so heavy on it, it's hard to separate ourselves. So I saw a thing with Steve Rifkin. He was saying that he talked to Jermaine Dupri and he was saying something he got inspired about bringing back the old school methods, you know, just being outside. And I love that, right? And it's not even the old school way, it's the tried and true way. And then I like what he said, taking the tried and true way and putting it with a digital twist. Because the thing has been relying on digital so much, it's just like, it's such a low bar to entry. It's a lot of noise. You know, the performance is everything. And then you have to put it through the screen. This thing for the last 15 years, I'm going to say about the last 15 years, it's been solely focused on pushing everything on the internet, which again, it's cool. It lowered the barrier to entry, even the live stream and everything. But there's an element missing. The reason why I'm making this video is that the last 8 years of being full-time, but full-time recording, writing, producing for other folks and their businesses. It's like I'm going back to continue to take my shots as an independent artist to get it to the level that I see fit. Now I got to fill out the rest of the pieces. So, and that means attracting the right team. And I know the one way to attract the right team is to just keep making dope ass music. Yo, and in the meantime, I still got to eat. So I'm gonna still do work for other people. You know, the voiceovers, the vocals, the songwriting. I'm probably getting another job because the economy is so messed up right now. You know, I'm gonna have to do something because I got to keep that paper rolling while I figure out how to keep feeding the system with banging ass songs, yo. And you know, the thing is that yeah, maybe you're not supposed to do everything yourself. But you know what? Over the course of time, I've learned to do a lot of things myself, like writing, recording, and producing. I started out writing, so I'm pretty confident in that. I've been recording, like I said, in the last 8 years, I did 4,000 recordings, so I'm very confident in that. And I started to learn producing, so I no longer have to buy beats. You know, the more I produce, the better I'm gonna get. And that goes for the mixing too. The more I mix, the better I'm gonna get. So I'm just gonna keep making records. That's it. Just keep making records. I might have to find some work again to feed myself and my family. I'm gonna have to find some, keep doing work for other people. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go bonkers with the songs. And in the meantime, while I'm going bonkers with the songs and making the songs, I'm gonna have to go ahead, figure out how to find shows all over again, right? We're gonna go back to the basics. I like that what Steve Rifkin said about going back to the basics. And going back to the basics was getting the music right? And then going out and performing it. And now you could talk to somebody and they're already looking you up. So now let's put the real world stuff with the digital stuff. Let's mix it up. And that's what's going to separate everything. So, if you tuning in here, you're going to see on my shorts, on my reels, I'll probably a lot of funny stuff, funny animal voiceovers and different stuff like that, little finger drumming and stuff like that. But when you want that long form content, it's going to be you and I. See? It's going to be you and I speaking to each other. I'm doing this for people that are my age, or when you're feeling like you're too old, like when you're 21 and they're telling you you're too old, or 24 or 25 or 29 or 35, 45, when they tell you that you're too old, you're too this and that. So we're going to just cut all that right now. Oh, you don't have this, you don't have that. There's going to be no excuses. I've been this way for 25 years. I've only been full-time for the last 8 years. Right? And I'm trying to figure out how to take this all the way. And if people don't come to help, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to worry about making the music undeniable and let the rest take care of itself. We want to make the best music and play the best shows. So if you checking in this channel, That's how it goes. I'll talk to you later. Peace.